Meghan Markle has just got torn apart by Megyn Kelly in a new viral clip, and I'm going to break it all down for you. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? Because Megzy has got torn apart yet again by Megyn Kelly in a new viral clip. Now, all props goes to Laird of the Manor at Laird of the Manor on Twitter for sharing this glorious clip, saying, quote, Megyn Kelly's opinion of Kim Kardashian and Meghan Markle are totally accurate and valid. These people are truly deranged. And yes, for all the faults that Kim Kardashian has got, and there are many, best believe, I have to admit, I do respect her as a businesswoman. You know, she's a multi-billion-dollar brand at this point. Something that at least has to be respected on a very, very basic level. However, I have no respect whatsoever when it comes to Megzy. So let's hear what Megyn Kelly has to say about her now.
She decides to go all decked out, as she always does, to an NFL football game. She lives in California. She goes to an LA Rams, Dallas Cowboys game out there. And the giant jumbo cam found her. What a shock. And they booed her. They booed. Listen. She's on cam.
So this is Megyn Kelly, first and foremost, going in on Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. So I believe the reason they booed Kim Kardashian is because the country's getting sick of narcissistic, vain, self-promotional, rules do not apply to me type of people.
Such as Meghan Markle, guys. It's as if she is describing Meghan Markle here word for word.
Like her, like Meghan Markle. And I do think one of the reasons it's in the ether is because the death of the Queen and the reminder of what used to be, what once was, what we used to once revere, versus this false god of money and materialism and selfie culture and weird decisions on extreme plastic surgery that one refuses to acknowledge, infecting it into the bloodstream of our little ones, and so on.
And this is the thing, right? Megzy, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is trying to set herself up as a, quote, false god for all of us to bow down and revere and be like, oh, we love you, Megzy, give us more, Megzy. She would love that, guys. She would love that. I do believe she's trying to set herself up as a false god. Trying to be like, look what I've got. Look at all the money I've got. Look at the houses that I've got and the clothes that I'm wearing, blah, blah, blah. It's all materialistic. She's trying to be aspirational for everyone, but she's failing quite miserably there. So, yeah, Megyn Kelly has just torn apart Megzy in this new viral clip. But, guys, it does not stop there because Megyn Kelly's husband also got in on the act as well. And so Megyn Kelly's husband, his name is Doug Brunn, and he also has a podcast as well. And he appeared with a guest, Daily Mail columnist and author Maureen Callahan. And they talked about her latest book, Ask Not, her most prolific columns. And the conversation turned to the world's biggest hypocrites. And lo and behold, who was on that list? Who was top of that list? Meghan Markle. Alongside others such as Rachel Maddow, Doug Emhoff, and Ta-Nehisi Coates. Doug also gave honourable mentions to Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski. And here is the clip in question here on YouTube. I'll link it in the description bar below if you want to watch the full thing. Ultimately, though, out of all those people that they named, they decided that no one could hold a candle to Megsy's hypocrisy because she's just proven to be the gift that keeps on giving, right? Because she turns round. The biggest hypocrisy that Megsy's got, as far as I'm concerned, is this. Turning round and saying, insinuating, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that the royals are evil, that they're racist. Oh, no, sorry. Unconsciously biased. Yeah, that's the phrase that they're trying to go for, right? That they're nasty, that they're mean, that they don't hug, that they're cold, they're this, that, and the other, right? And she just had to get out, right? So she has communicated in public her displeasure, right, towards the royal family, yet uses the title that the royal family gave to her to, as far as I'm concerned, monetize and try and become even more famous off of. Let's put it this way. If you hate or despise the family that you've escaped from, then you would want to cut all ties with them, including any titles or names that they've given you. And I know that personally. I'm talking from personal experience. Why? Because I actually changed my last name to my mother's maiden name. My birth name is not actually my legal name anymore. My last name that I was given at birth is not my legal last name anymore. I got it changed by deed poll, like, I want to say 15 years ago or something like that. And I changed my last name legally to my mother's maiden name. Because as far as I'm concerned, right, my biological father is evil. That whole side of the family, evil. Don't want anything to do with them whatsoever. For reasons I won't get into, okay? But I will say this, for those that know, my biological father is not the monster that I speak of. So I will just be very, very clear on that, okay? For legal reasons and all that malarkey. But I know, this is why I'm saying, I know, right, from personal experience, what it's like to leave one side of the family and completely cut ties with them to the point where I even change my last name to my mother's maiden name. And so this is why I say Megsy is the biggest hypocrite of them all. And the biggest hypocrisy that she lives with is leaving the royal family, making out that they're evil, this, that, and the other, but still using the name, the title that they gave her to, in my opinion, conspiracy theory or whatever, become even more famous off of it, and opinion conspiracy theory or whatever, make money off of it, even though it's completely against the Sandringham Agreement, but she is still doing that. You only have to look at her Instagram page for American Riviera Orchard, or whatever the deuce she's going to call it, by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. She shouldn't be using a title attached to, quite literally, a commercial entity based on our understanding of the Sandringham Agreement. You look at the trailer for Polo that was just released a couple of weeks back. Again, the same thing. By Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Again, attaching their titles to a commercial venture. Again, completely going against the Sandringham Agreement as per our understanding of it. And so, yeah, when Megyn Kelly's husband, on his own podcast, turns around with his guest, Maureen Callaghan from the Daily Mail, and says that Meggs is the biggest hypocrite of them all, oh, hell yeah. I definitely agree with that. And then when you've got, quite literally, Megyn Kelly here turning around and saying that Meggsy is deranged. And she's trying to set herself up as a false god, this, that, and the other. Look at everything that I've got. Look at all the money that I've got, the houses, materialism, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I do believe Meggsy's trying to do that, but it has failed. And Megyn Kelly is pointing this out and tearing her apart. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also, as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about what Megyn Kelly said, but also as well what her husband said in this podcast, and I bet you got some thoughts about that, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.
Stef don't play, she holds the line, shouting from the rooftops across the digital line. Harry and Meghan under her sign, fearless and bold with the soul that shines.
All right, for the next